Hello peeps, it's Blitz here. Welcome back to another episode of Planet Coaster. It's ALpine Coaster World Part 2. Let's have a quick look what we've done last time and what we've added. So we've added a lot of stuff to the right hand side. We added a dragon coaster, a big wheel, and another water ride. Got a lot more scenery to add. And I decided to put a windmill on the building on the right hand side there. Decided to make a building for the workshop. A couple of shops, a couple of toilets, info, medic. All banged into one with a nice cocktail on the front and back. Nice scenery item. So moving on, I decided to make a junior coaster, which I actually found quite difficult to make. Basically I had to make it slow enough to not scare everybody. I think it's the dragon coaster we used. It's nothing special. So moving on, now just doing what I've done in the first part. Because I wanted to go through the ground, being a dragon coaster, I decided to put a lot of dragons inside the cave. And obviously at the same time, we want to be able to walk through the cave and see what we've done. So just moving the path around. Only things I've noticed in this game, if you don't put any item of interest like a shop or a ride, I mean even a shop or toilet, people will not walk down a path. They don't wander around. They only go where they know to get to a ride or a shop. No one has actually walked into this cave at all since I've made it, and it's been up and running for a good 8 hours. Now, a bit like they will change that in the future. Or another one, I'm going to get around it. I got lucky, obviously, in the first one, so I put some shops inside. Is have some sort of shop somewhere along the line, or make the path so it goes towards some shops. But then the shop's got to be inside the cave to get the people to come into the cave. It's a bit of a pity, really. But in the future, if any of you, and obviously me, plan to do a walk through the caves again, if you want people to go through it, you need to put something in there of interest for them to go and look at. Dragons, fire pits, witches, that don't work. You need to have a shop or a ride. So I'm on the edge of the map, so I thought, well, I'll just bring it straight up on the edge of the pathway. I might open it yet, so you can actually just look out and see what's in the fields. I don't know yet. I'll work that one out. So I just made a position where I want to put the dragons. I worked out this when I was making the track. So when you're making a track, it does come in handy. Okay, what are you going to put in places? Sometimes you can't do that. Sometimes you just got to make the track the way it's got to go. I thought to myself, I need to have a position somewhere in the middle where I can put the dragons. I was thinking about making this as a mine car, and I thought, no, I won't do that. Because I plan to do a western theme after I've finished this map. Do a mine car and make it inside look like it's all a mine, so a lot more work inside. So lots of wood we'll be doing. But in the meantime, this map for me is a practice run. What I can get away with and what I can't do. And as we just found out, people don't walk in around paths if there's nothing there to see. So I must remember that next time for the future. And water, I still find water's quite difficult. You can't just stick water. I'm trying to make a river, and you've got to make it quite deep to get water going in. And so we get some rocks in there to go past. Again, I could use a lot more of these rocks on the side of the cave. But I think it's like, okay, I am actually going to look at them. I think you just need to have them in certain areas where it's going to be, where you're going to look out, make it stand out a bit more. It's on the terrain edge. The terrain edge is quite well done, especially with the textures it's got. You can actually make things look like rocks. Now, as I said before, and I'll probably say it again 100 times over, I do think, for me, the best part of the game is the terrain editor. I do like making buildings in the game as well. It's fun. I mean, how many items we got? 400, I think they said. It's a lot of items to play with, and believe me, I could certainly do with a lot more. And we got the patch coming, I think, on Thursday, the 15th. A winter patch. And I thought, that's great. Perfect for my park. Now, I don't know if you have to make a new park from scratch. I hope not. I'm hoping we have snow everywhere, because this is an ALpine map. All on all my peaks, and on the top of my buildings. I think it looks fantastic. So hopefully we'll have that. If we haven't, then well, we're just unlucky. We have to make another one. Now I just want to sort out the triggers on the coaster. So we've got the third dragon. So the first two triggers start these two where he brings his head down. The second one does his breath, and the third one jumps up. It's got to get in timing, which is great. I mean, you know, the features this game's got just goes on, and it's hard to wonder, say, in a 12 months time, what other features there will be in the game. Now, I've not tried, but I'm trying to, especially on the other coaster, if I can add lights to it. Especially when it goes uphill. So when it's out at night time, it shows up. I've got to see if I can do that. If I can, I think I'll be very, very happy. Yeah, originally, as I said, I was going to do this as a mine, but I thought, no, I'll leave that for the western. I was going to make that big wall down there with a wood all down between the two. But I decided to change it and stick the dragons in at the back there instead. I've got to make sure I have the old dragon feet showing. So that's what it looks like so far. So far so good. Just slowly build it up, bit by bit, and keep going back inside and make sure we ain't buried the dragon, or the dragons in our case. It does easily happen. You really got to make sure you keep going back and forward. And to make it worse, you can't just send the camera through the ground. You've got to have an opening, which is, I find, extremely annoying. I've got no idea why that's like that. I don't know if there's a feature you can turn off in the settings. I've not seen one. At this point I thought, okay, I won't cover the dragons. I thought, what I'll do, I'll have them like an opening. One so I can get inside the cave, and secondly you can look down. I thought, okay, they are dragons. How do they get in a big cave? So I can't bury them. So I thought I'll have an opening so they can get out. And also it lets the light in. grinds the place up in certain areas. And so I make this big long wall along the edge of the map. I might make a big opening inside of it where as you walk around it you can actually see the fields. I don't know yet. And I've got these craters here where I was trying to make a coaster. Couldn't get it to go where I wanted to. I just got to fill in the gaps. As I was filling them in, I thought, well, maybe I should have filled them in with water. So I thought, what I'll do instead, where the coaster goes around in a circle, I'll make a bit of a dip, fill it in with water, and get the tentacle boost to come out. I thought that might look quite a good feature as the coaster goes around. I had to put some lights in there, mind you, because it's quite dark in this corner. And we will go on the coaster at the end. Yeah, I thought that got out not bad really. Now I did notice there's a bug with water. When my coaster was going round, I had water splashes. On top of the mountain. I thought, well, where's that? I've got no water up there. How's that happening? And it took me ages to figure it out. So I thought, okay, as the coaster goes past a certain area, water splashes. So I'm following the track around inside the cave, and I noticed that for some bizarre reason, there's water in the ceiling. It's just, and as the coaster went past it, it splashes onto the water, then what makes the splash on the outside of the cave. Very bizarre bug, and in some cases I thought it looked quite good, where water was flying out of nowhere. But I thought, well, we'll get rid of that. And in some cases you couldn't actually see it. You had to delete the terrain, and you find like a little mini lake or a puddle inside a rock, and you have to delete that to get rid of the problem. So that's what we've got so far. Another nice cave. Now I've got to move on to the building. See what I can come up with. So I thought I'd stay with the old theme. With the green and red woodwork with a thatched roof. So I'll try and work out where it is in relation to. I keep doing this. I keep forgetting that you can click on the coaster, click on the grid. That's me. I like doing things the hard way around. Not that it makes any difference. Well, not that I think it makes any difference. If it does, I suppose I'll soon find out. I know it does if you do it in Roller Coaster Tycoon. The game goes a bit nuts. That's Roller Coaster Tycoon. It goes nuts even if you don't do anything. Yeah, at this point I weren't sure exactly how big this building is going to be. But I think it's come out quite well. At the end of the day, this is what happens when you don't use the grid. And now I'm trying to move the building around to match up with the coaster. Well, so it's not a major problem. It's a lot easier to line up. And get your paths in the right spot. Yeah, I was making it. I thought, oh, that might be a good idea. Now the track I was going to have on the outside, and it comes around back into the building. I thought, okay, being we're right on the edge of the map. I thought I'll extend the building, and I'll bring the track back in the building. Like it comes through a visual part where people you can sort of see it as it comes down. It goes like through a tunnel, sort of thing. I mean, you got to remember, this is just all for just for fun, really. Just go around, look at the things go around. Like in this case, the coaster. Like I said, obviously the people themselves, they don't bother looking at anything, not unless you take control of them. Yeah, see, there's a few bits where I've noticed on a lot of the wood. Well, it's not just the wood; it's quite a few bits. I think of the elements are missing. I can put wood up there, but I haven't got the right size wood. I thought, okay, I need one go around the bottom and face it upwards. It's not one available, so I'll make something as you go along. And as it was going on and on, I thought this building's getting quite high and quite big. I thought, how am I going to make the roof? I thought the time we make the roof, it might be about 4 or 5 stories high. I thought, well, we'll just see what happens. Yeah, you can see the old child coaster. It's a long old coaster. That's a dead cert. I actually ended up putting two cars on this track, which I could probably do with putting on the other coaster as well. Don't matter what you do, there's always too many people. Now I've got to say, I don't know if there's a bug in the way the AI works with drinks in this game. The amount of times it keeps coming up, people are thirsty. It's like, well, how many shops do you want? It's not that big to park. Are you just too lazy to walk 20 feet or so to the nearest drink stop? I don't seem to come up with a food, it's always on drink. So there we go. Now, I've not done yet, but I'm thinking about moving out the door on the right hand side to one step inside, slightly so it's unison with the other one. But I might leave it like as it is because I don't like everything being equal. I let everything look a bit different from each other. You can see it's quite big. Just try and work out what's going to go where. I end up putting a couple of guards on the right hand side, far side of the track. A couple of signs, and you know the lights as things go on. I thought, oh, as I was going through the inventory of items, I thought, oh, there's a clock. I thought, well, might as well stick a big clock face up there as it comes in. That just shows you how good the creators are of this game. It actually rotates. The old clock face. Extremely fast pace, mind you, but it does work. I thought that looks okay, and I thought, hello, what have I done here? There's something got right. I got it the wrong way up. Yeah, so don't forget, make sure it's the right way up. You dodgy clock. And yes, before you all tell me I never noticed until I watched the video. I actually put it in the wrong position. I put 1 at the top, should have been 12. What can I say? These things happen. I didn't realise it. So I'm just checking out the size of the building. What can I do next? Then I'm putting the last big, I think it's 3-tier roof on. The windmill. Which is, I did off cam. And the mechanism for the windmill inside as well. So moving on, I thought, okay, we come right down the bottom of the hill now from the coaster. And I thought, I want to put a river in with a coaster, well, say coaster, a log flume on the side of it, and the log flume building we're going to create has a water wheel on it. I thought, okay, well, I've got to obviously have some water flow from somewhere. I thought we can't make waterfalls as such. I thought, well, there's got to be a way I can get some sort of like water running down somewhere. I thought, okay, well, we've got this special effect. I thought, okay, if I shove this on the side of the cliff face somewhere, turn it upside down, at least it'll make it look like water's falling out there, out of the rocks. As you do, you can get quite a lot. It drips through. I thought, well, if I put some foliage around it, it won't look so bad then. See, we can't actually do proper waterfalls. Now, hopefully they will solve that feature. Let's say feature. I hope they bring it in pretty quick. So we've got the effect, pouring water out the cliff face. I might make it go up higher to the next part, don't know yet, in stages, see how far we can go. I thought, okay, now we've got the river base, got to fill it up with water. I can't do that yet without cutting the end off, otherwise all the water disappears into nowhere. Fill it with some water. Okay, and that looks so bad. Change it to a different colour. It would be nice if I could actually make the water come higher, but for some odd reason I can't get it to come higher. It's obviously the bank has got to be a certain height before it actually have water in. I thought it'd be go a lot higher than that. I moved on, and some rocks. A bit dark. Where's the old sundial gone? There we are. Power of God. But I don't think it looks too bad now. At the end of the day. Now I need to put a little one at the bottom, the right way up. That looks like it's got a splash. Yeah, I don't think that looks too bad really. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to get. We can't really make it into a waterfall as such. Put water on the top because it not about putting a lot of rocks on the edge, so you can hide the mountain piece. So now I've added the water wheel. I'm going to put 2 more effects in, one at each end. One looks like it's doing a splash, where the wheels go around and smash into the water, and again the opposite way, the other side, but I need to change the direction of the water flows. It's all good fun. I love all these effects. This is what makes the game what it is at the end of the day when you think of it. Basically what you can do in the game, do this, have like a lightning or fire, and in this case we want water. I think it makes a lot of it's a great element to the game. Frontier definitely on the right minds of what people want. That's a dead cert. Now when I first put the wheel on, I put the wrong way round. I thought, I don't know, the water's supposed to be flowing to the left, the wheel's going backwards. So I turned it around, make sure it was going the right direction. Now I filled the building up, a few goods. You do a slight adjustment. So I decided to add the old framework to the building, give it a bit more look. And I noticed it was coming through the items are stuck inside it. So now I just got to move the items out of the way. Otherwise it looks plain stupid. Or just me being fussy. I can't help myself. That's just me. And then if you look on the back there, we've got a wheel, which I'm not quite sure if I'll cover up yet. I may not. I mean, if you cover it up, you can't really. It's a bit pointless having it really. So I thought, well, got the wheel on the outside. I've got to have a mechanism on the inside, just to make sure it looks like it's working, doing something. I could put a few more cogs on it. Put some framework around it, just something to look at. May do that in the future. Not finished the building yet, still got to put a roof on it, some more stuff. I might have to add a few more dinghies. So the path's quite short on this ride. Okay, so I decided to make a bit of a mound here, and I thought, okay, it'd be nice to have a centrepiece going round where the log flume goes round. If I put the big wheel in, so then the people on the ride, the big wheel can look down at the log flume, and vice versa. You can see I ain't put the roof on yet on the old log flume. I'm still working out what to do next. So there's a path above it. I'm thinking about bringing the path down. So people ain't got lifts yet, so I'm thinking we're missing lifts, waterfalls, and quite a few other items I think from Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I'm not quite sure how to play Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 just to find out exactly what we're missing. But I don't want to go backwards. I only like going forwards in time. And I suppose probably 10 years from now, or when was it? About 6 years or 7 years wasn't it, before they released this one. Before we stop playing this one and get on to the next version. So let's finish up on what we've done. So we come over to the Dragon Coaster. The old windmill on the side. I added a toilet to the top there as well. A few more things in there to do. So this is like a quick ride through. So there it is, nice and short. There's a child's ride at the end of the day. Can't have them flying around on coasters all day. So there you see the inside of the windmill. I'll put the old cogs up on the wall there. So then we move on to the flume. It's going to get splashed. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. We'll stick a lot of trees and other buildings around here. I am thinking about making a lot of buildings go around and over the flume instead of having to go through a cave. There's some buildings going around, and you like looking inside the building, you can see the flume go past. Just a visual thing. Quick look at the scenery as we go round. Our wheel stands out like a mile. Let's go down the old dip. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'll see you all in part 3. Have fun all. Blitz out.